There's a moment in life when you realize things are changing. You no longer feel the same stress about money, and your decisions start shifting. Maybe you used to count every dollar before eating out, but now you order what you want without thinking twice. Or you used to dream about saving money, but now you're actively investing it. Wealth doesn't happen overnight, and you don't wake up one day with a neon sign saying, "Congratulations, you're rich now." Instead, it sneaks up on you through small, everyday habits. You may not even notice it, but your mindset, choices, and actions slowly evolve. If you're wondering whether you're on the path to financial success, here are the habits that quietly show you're getting richer, even if you don't feel like it yet. Number 1. You spend more on quality instead of quantity. One of the biggest mindset shifts between struggling financially and building wealth is how you see spending. Instead of buying cheap items that wear out quickly, you start valuing quality over quantity. You're no longer chasing sales for things you don't need, and instead, you invest in durable products. You'd rather have one well-made pair of shoes than 5 cheap ones that fall apart. You think long-term when buying clothes, furniture, or electronics. This shift isn't about luxury, it's about efficiency. The wealthy don't waste money replacing low-quality items all the time. They buy better things once so they don't have to keep spending. Over time, this habit actually saves money because you avoid the cycle of constant replacement. It also means you become more intentional with what you own, focusing on function and durability rather than impulse-driven purchases. Number 2, you no longer stress over small purchases. Remember when spending $10 or $20 felt like a big deal? When grabbing coffee or eating out required some mental debate? That's starting to fade. Now, small expenses don't stress you out anymore because you know they won't break your budget. You might still be mindful of your spending, but you no longer feel guilty for treating yourself occasionally. This isn't about being reckless with money, it's about confidence. You know where your money is going, you're financially stable, and you don't feel the need to obsess over every single transaction. This level of financial comfort also allows you to focus on bigger financial decisions rather than being stuck in a cycle of worrying about minor costs. Number 3, you think before making big purchases. On the flip side, while small expenses don't bother you anymore, big purchases now make you pause. Instead of making impulse buys on expensive items, you take time to consider whether they are worth it. Maybe in the past you would have jumped at the chance to buy a brand new car with a loan, but now you run the numbers and think about the long-term cost. Instead of getting the latest phone the second it comes out, you wait because you don't need to upgrade yet. The ability to say, "Let me think about it," before spending a large amount of money is a huge sign you're gaining financial control. The rich don't waste money. They make intentional financial decisions. This habit also protects you from lifestyle inflation, where people start spending more just because they're earning more, instead of using their wealth strategically. Number 4, you save and invest automatically. You no longer have to remind yourself to save money. It just happens. Whether it's an automatic transfer to your savings account or regular contributions to an investment fund, you're no longer waiting to see what's left before saving. This shift is huge. The wealthy prioritize saving first, spending second. Even if you don't feel rich yet, the fact that you're consistently putting money away means you're building wealth in the background. Your investments are also becoming more intentional. Instead of just putting money into a savings account, you are learning about stocks, real estate, and passive income streams. You start to realize that wealth isn't just about how much you save, but also how well you grow your money over time. Number 5, you value your time more than ever. One major shift that happens when you're getting wealthier is how you value your time. You no longer waste hours to save a few bucks because you understand that time is your most valuable asset. You might have once spent an entire afternoon driving around for the cheapest gas or the best discount. Now, you realize that spending hours to save a few dollars isn't worth it. Instead, you focus on what makes you money or brings value to your life. Whether it's working on skills, side projects, or just enjoying your time, you no longer trade too much time for too little reward. You also delegate tasks more often, paying for convenience when necessary so you can spend time on things that actually improve your future. Number 6, you're more interested in making money than just saving it. When money is tight, the focus is often on cutting costs, finding cheaper groceries, getting discounts, or eliminating unnecessary expenses. While being frugal is great, you've started shifting your focus from just saving money to making more of it. Instead of constantly thinking about how to spend less, you think about how to earn more. You might be learning new skills, starting a business, or investing wisely. This mindset shift from scarcity, saving every dollar, to abundance, finding new income streams, is one of the biggest signs that wealth is growing in your life. As your earning potential increases, so does your ability to build long-term security. Number 7. You feel financially confident, even if you're not rich yet. Perhaps the biggest sign that you're getting richer is your confidence with money. You no longer panic over small expenses, worry constantly about the future, or feel stuck financially. Even if you're still working towards bigger goals, you have a clear plan, savings, and growing assets. You feel in control instead of anxious. Wealth isn't just about money in the bank. It's about peace of mind. If you feel financially secure, make confident decisions, and no longer stress about money the way you used to, congratulations! You're already wealthier than you think. You also start setting long-term goals with a clear strategy. Instead of thinking only about the next few months, you plan for the next 5, 10, or 20 years. This forward-thinking approach is what truly separates those who build wealth from those who live paycheck to paycheck. Number 8. You prioritize health and well-being. As you build wealth, you start to realize that money means little if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it. Instead of neglecting your well-being, you begin investing in your health. Just like you invest in your finances, you no longer see gym memberships, healthier food choices, or regular checkups as expenses. You see them as long-term investments in yourself. You understand that staying healthy saves money in the long run, reduces stress, and gives you the energy to keep growing your success. The wealthy don't just focus on money, they also prioritize longevity, energy, and peace of mind. Number 9. You focus more on experiences over material things. As your financial situation improves, you start caring less about owning things and more about experiencing life. Instead of spending money on the latest gadgets, trendy clothes, or unnecessary upgrades, you find more joy in traveling, learning new skills, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing meaningful hobbies. You realize that memories last longer than material things. The wealthy understand that true happiness doesn't come from accumulating more stuff. It comes from freedom, growth, and meaningful connections. This shift shows that your priorities are aligning with long-term happiness rather than temporary satisfaction. Wealth doesn't come from sudden windfalls or lucky breaks. It comes from consistent habits, small mindset shifts, and financial discipline. If you recognize some of these changes in your life, even in small ways, you're on the right track. The best part? These habits build on each other. As you continue making smart choices, saving, and investing, you'll look back one day and realize you've quietly become wealthy without even noticing. It's not about being flashy or showing off. It's about having control, confidence, and freedom. And that's what real wealth is all about.